And what inspired you to teach? Why did you decide to teach? Yeah.
Yes, actually, I love to teach English. And as because the once you have a specific job, a government job, so you have a job security firstly. And
Yeah.
in India, especially if you have a government job, so government job has a reputation that you you have government job first thing.
Yeah.
On top of that, I also teach online way. So in online teaching, also I love to teach because I explore the world through
Right.
the mode of English. Actually, I am a literature student, so I love English literature. So on English literature and English speaking is interrelated to each other, and
Right.
that actually inspired me to teaching.
Oh,
Yes,
that's great. Okay. So would you say that teaching was your childhood dream?
yes,
Yeah.
I can say that it's my dream, and where actually I learned lots of things with the help of English.
Yes.
I got lots of idea, lots of motivation, lots of the content, culture, custom,
Yeah.
creed, and lots of other things I have learned.
Right.
Yes,
Oh, fantastic. Yes. So what qualities do you think make a good teacher? What qualities do you need to be a good high
yes,
school
yes,
teacher?
yes. Very nice question. So the firstly that you must have a first very important quality of empathy. You must have empathy. You need to understand that the what is actually the students, what is their struggle, and
Okay.
for that you need to be a very active listener and empathy.
Right.
And this is very important. First thing.
Mhm.
Second thing that once you are just understanding themselves, you need to also explain very yes, explain very clearly,
Yeah.
clarity,
Hmm.
clarity in your mindset,
Right.
clarity in your opinion,
Yes.
and most importantly, how clearly you're describing your content to your students.
Mm-hmm.
Even though
Yeah,
you're
I
very intelligent,
see.
you are very smart, have very good knowledge, but you are not able to speak the same thing content in very clear manner. And
Yes.
I'd like to suggest
Right. So, okay, that sounds great. Yeah, so exactly, it's a skill, isn't it? Teaching is a skill, being able to communicate your ideas effectively and making the lessons engaging and fun. That's also important, yes. Because if there is a teacher who is not very passionate about the subject, I think the students are not interested either. So we can be passionate about the subject. We can show enthusiasm, yeah. So that's an important
and
skill.
mostly
Yeah.
I'd like to tell you one thing that is the most important thing,
Yes.
and that is your ability to make students
Yes.
make students to understand what is going to happen.
Right.
Anticipation,
Yes.
anticipation, anticipation is ultimate power. It's
Hmm.
like a video game. If you will play a video game with any kid, and definitely you will lose. The reason
Right.
is that you are playing the game in a reactive manner, but the kid is playing as actively because he has already played that game.
I
Yeah.
see.
So because he is anticipating next move what is going to happen, but you are actually reacting, and this is the reason that you are a loser. Same thing is true in every aspect of life,
Yes.
irrespective of the field. If
Hmm.
you are playing something, if you are thinking like it's a video game,
Yes.
and you have to be proactive rather than reactive.
Hmm.
So ultimate power is anticipation.
Right.
That is the most important. You need to
Yeah.
anticipate how student is thinking.
Yes.
Yes,
That's a great skill. Yeah. Do you think you learned that through experience?
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Experience is the most important thing. And once you are not only experienced, because the observation, only experience will actually help you to get something. But if you will observe, minutely observe something, then
Yeah.
you will get more better insight.
Right.
So
Exactly.
basically, the two or three very important aspect of life.
Yes.
That is the first thing is recognition. Recognize the opportunity before it appears, and you must be ready for it.
Mm.
If you're able to recognize something early,
Yes.
why a footballer is able to hit more goals than others? Because he is able to recognize the better goal hitting opportunities than anybody else, and he is ready for it.
Yes.
It's
That's
important.
right. I
So,
like your perspective.
eh,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, recognition is very important, and that's why the same thing is anticipation.
Yeah.
Anticipation is the ultimate power.
Yeah.
Anticipate.
Right.
Why a share trader is able to make more money than others? Why? He is more intelligent? No. He is more lucky? No. Because he is able to recognize the opportunity before it appears and he is ready for it.
Hmm.
So he is able to capture that opportunity. Yes.
Yes, that's a very good point. Yeah. And one thing about teaching is tailoring the lessons to each student. So every student has their own needs. their own learning needs.
That's right.
So, yeah, they have their learning goals and objectives. So, we have to tailor our classes to suit the needs of each student. Yeah. So, that's very important, isn't it? Yeah. So bring out the best qualities in them and whatever they can, we can impart in them is really important. That's great. Yes. Do you have children of your own? Do you have children?
Yes, I have one child.
I
Yes,
see. And is it a boy or a girl?
a girl.
A
She is
girl,
girl and she is 6 year old. Yes.
6 years old. I see. So do you also teach her at home when she's learning?
Yes, actually, the teaching kids is very, very challenging.
Right.
And teach,
Yes.
and actually, I'm not able to teach, but once she asks me something
Hmm.
and she needs any kind of help, so I always ready to help her.
Right. I see. That's great. And in terms of you as a person, Gayan, would you say that how do you, some days will be challenging when you're a teacher, especially when you're a high school student teacher. You might have, disruptive students or students who are not very engaged. So how do you manage that? Because you seem like a very
It's
calm
actually,
person, would you say? Yeah.
yes, it's very difficult. Once students is not actually interested to learn or they are not engaging, they are not enjoying classes, even their background is also important
Yeah.
because their background weak, so they are not able to understand the content of the classes.
Hmm.
And then at the same time, actually, I also just make some kind of these specific activities, funny activity, the
Hmm.
session with the making some with the funny activities. So just making some notes or just writing, making some kind diagrams,
Yes.
describing some content, ask them to just describe what they have understood, how they will teach something. So
Yeah.
making in the groups, just creating a small group. So where the groups have to do something. So they just get connected to each other and engaged. So this is the way you have to be very innovative.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Innovative is
So do you try to make the sessions engaging? Yeah. And
yes,
interactive?
I always
Yes.
yes, always in
That's good.
and always I use a digital board. With the help of digital boards, I have always some funny and cartoon characters.
Right.
With the help of that, there's some sticky notes. On top of that, I also have the PPT.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
this is the way I just make the content very engaging, asking questions. Do
Mm-hmm.
students do something? Multiple activities. Every single day they have different kinds of activity. They are not able to understand that what the new activity tomorrow they will have to perform.
Yes.
So this is the way I always make them curious.
Mm.
Always be curious.
That's very
Yes.
good. Because sometimes I've had teachers before who are very, they're very passionate about the subject and they make the students involved. They're very interactive. But other teachers are almost like they give a lecture to the students. And then after some time, the students switch off, they disconnect because they don't feel involved in the lesson. So your method is really good. You make the session interactive. You try to involve the students in their work, maybe doing a presentation or sharing ideas or group work and things like that. That's great.
Even in English speaking, here I teach the adult learners, for working professionals. I also do same things.
Right.
Always just to give them some activity based, just
Hmm.
describing a video content, describing a pictures, funny pictures, various kind of situational based discussion.
Yeah.
So this is the way they're describing a quote.
Yes.
This is the way. So they are always feeling engaged, always
Mhm.
feeling engaged.
That's great. So if I could just talk a little bit about your childhood in terms of how you came to this stage. Yeah. So when you were a child, who was your role model? Did you have someone in your family
If
group or your friends who was
yes,
your role
for
model?
English speaking, as far as English speaking is concerned, my the role model was the English cricket match commentator Ravi Shastri. And
Okay.
I was big fond of watching cricket match on TV in my
I
school days.
see.
School days. So I used to watch cricket match on TV.
Yeah.
So at that time, the Ravi Shastri, he speaks very fluent English, and
Mhm.
even I love his English today as well.
Right.
He's and every single time in our TV set we used to watch,
Yes.
and that inspired me to, that I should learn English speaking like him. His
Right.
pronunciation, his confidence, his delivery of ideas, everything was amazing. So,
Yeah.
because I was listening English match commentary, and you know what, the home village there was not the frequently the power cut in,
Hmm.
in that situation. So I also love to listen the English commentary on the radio, radio
Hmm.
set as well. So listening. that inspired me listening. But the Ravi Shastri has made me, and that inspired me to learn English.
I see. So would you say that you admired him growing up? Yeah. You looked up
Nice.
to him. Yeah, that's very good. Yeah.
Hmm.
And so he was your role model when you grew up. And do you think that led to the path that you took? So you decided to study English.
Yes,
You wanted to,
yes,
yes, study that.
yes.
Yes.
At the same time, so I had just crossed that stage, and I start watching the Shashi Tharoor.
Oh,
Shashi
yes.
Tharoor, yes, and I think that he's. You are also from the Kerala. What I feel, your
Yes,
name is suggest. The name is suggesting that.
that's right. Yes, I'm from Kerala. Yeah.
So his
So
English speaking, his fluency, and most important, his the choice of the words,
that's
the
true.
vocabulary he's used. He's always amazing. His
Yeah,
fluency is always amazing. Amazing.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
I always love to watch his videos,
Yeah.
watch his logic, his facts, the way he speaks, the way he delivers, and the most importantly, the confidence he exudes
Yeah.
during his speech is amazing.
You're right. And he's very eloquent the way he delivers
Very low,
his
very low.
words. Yeah. And so he's inspirational, isn't he? We can call him
Yes, very
inspirational.
inspirational.
Yes.
For
That's
English learners, it's very
yeah,
inspirational.
that's right. So in terms of learning, so you said that you were inspired by these people during your childhood and as you grew up. So do you think it's important to have a role model as you grow up?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
The role model is the firstly that the first thing that is the most important thing is there is two skills we should master. The
Hmm.
first skill, the science of achievement. Whatever you want to achieve in your life, you need to have a role model who has already achieved. So what
Right.
happens? The success always leaves the footprint behind, so you can follow it.
Yes,
Otherwise, you will just go with the trial and error method that will consume lots of time and energy.
that's
So it's
right.
very important that the role model. Once you have role models who has already achieved these things, so you can just follow his footprints. Simple.
Hmm. That's
First thing.
excellent.
And
Yes.
second thing is there at the art of the first thing is science of achievement. The second skill is art of fulfillment.
Right.
Always be happy. How you can be happy? What is the use of the just making other people happy and this feel discontent of this? So how you can be happy?
Yes.
And once you are whatever you're doing, you can always be happy, feel happy. So these two skills everybody should master. What I feel that the
Yes.
science of achievement by the role model and the art of fulfillment.
That's great. Yes. Because there are many people who don't feel fulfilled in their lives. Like you have great job satisfaction. You have, great job satisfaction. And I would say that I do as well. I really enjoy what I do. But there are some people who don't enjoy their jobs and they see it as a means to pay the bills and make money. Yeah. So it's a different concept. So what would you say to those people who lack job satisfaction and they don't
Yes.
feel contentment? How
So
can
the
they
firstly
achieve
that
it? Yeah.
so firstly it's very important that you must enjoy your job,
Mm.
whatever you're doing, because your job is just going to fill your largest part of your life.
Right.
Your job is going to fill your largest part of your life. So you must enjoy your job. Make your job challenging. Make your job so what the job can fulfill others people's and how this job can solve other people problem. So this will give you a huge satisfaction to yourself.
Right.
This
Yes,
is very important.
that's
So
true.
the startup idea is coming from this way only. They are
Hmm.
always looking for the people problem and they are ready to solve their problem. And once you are just willing to solve other problem, so you will get great satisfaction.
Yes, I agree with
So
that.
this
Yeah. And it's also to do with outlook, isn't it? So some people can be in a job and they feel dissatisfied, but somebody else can see the positives in the same situation. They have an optimistic outlook. So,
yes, outlook is important that the
yeah,
if the same work somebody is doing and he is feeling that okay, I'm just doing anything. Okay.
that's
So we
right.
have gone through a story and when the three people were just laying the brick. The first
Hmm.
one was saying that I'm just laying the brick, this is my work. Second one was saying that I am just creating a wall. And the third body has said this, I am going to make a cathedral. So
Oh,
the everybody was doing the same work, but
yeah.
the perspective, the outlook was different.
Yes.
And that is going to shape your destiny,
Yeah.
shape your life.
It's very important. Yeah. So do you think when we are role models to our children, we should have the same positivity? We should encourage them to do the best for themselves. Is it important to
Yes,
show the love of
Yes,
learning to our children.
yes, it's very important that whatever you are just feeding in their mind, that is going to shape their destiny, going
Yeah,
to shape their life. Their perspective is getting the same way,
right.
getting shaped. And this is very important. So, firstly, the more better time you will start something.
Hmm.
Actually, the problem is that in India, it's the people are more than 35 years old, still they are just searching for the job. Why? Because they have not good clarity in early stage.
Right.
Why in other countries they have better startup system, ecosystem? They are not looking for the government job or private job. They are looking for creating their own startup, entrepreneurship mindset. And this is the reason that this thing is missing somewhere.
Yes.
So in the yes, in school days
Hmm.
and everywhere, if you are doing these things, that is going to make a huge difference.
Right.
Now, what happens in India, specifically, the people are just simply scrolling mobile, fiddling with the mobile, wasting their time. But
Mm.
in the school age itself, the China has introduced to learning AI in school days,
Right.
and even in India, it's in the college level, nobody's talking about it. Just
Hmm.
only the using AI for fun,
Yes.
creating memes, and this is creating huge impact.
Right.
How passionately you are just pushing your envelope, pushing your limitation.
Hmm.
That is going to shape your life.
Yes.
why
Exactly.
why a company is able to make more money, make successful
Yeah.
business than others? Why? It is
Hmm.
not important that they are more intelligent, they are more important. No,
Hmm.
no. The first thing is that they are always passionately, relentlessly, they have devotion to making better product. Why Apple is
Hmm.
always creating better product? Why?
I agree.
Because he has
Yes.
relentless devotion for excellence. He is
Yes.
not just looking at his laurels, just
Yeah.
waiting something to.
That's
And I
right.
would like to suggest
Mm.
one quote of the Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs has once said that everything around us is life.
Mhm.
And if you'll observe that the people who has made something, whatever you're using, they are not more intelligent than you. They are like you only.
Mhm.
You're using laptop, you're using any product.
Mhm.
But the minute you will understand that you can create your own thing, what other people are able to use,
Yes.
then your life will
Exactly.
never be miserable. You need to create your own thing.
Yeah.
What other people start using.
That's
This is ultimate.
fantastic. Yes. I think we need to have this creative thinking. We need to have a thirst for knowledge, yeah, and interested in learning new ideas. And so some people, when they are given a concept, like you said, they naturally investigate the concept. They have curiosity. They delve into it, yeah. The concept. They really, we use this phrase, get their teeth into it. Into a project. So that's really important, being able to
Yes.
really get your teeth into a project and feel fulfilled. Yes. So yeah, all these are very good skills, curiosity, and being able to handle, concepts in a very curious way. Um, and is it something that we can teach, do you think, through our teaching? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually, the biggest thing is that the once I teach my students, so I always just give them some entrepreneurship lessons.
Right.
How these entrepreneurs, these successful entrepreneurs right now, how he has shaped his life,
Yes.
and what thing we should learn.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing is that you need to understand that your comfort zone is your biggest disease.
Mm-hmm.
That would not never allow you to just move forward.
Right.
Comfort zone. You
Yes.
need to break comfort zone, leave comfort zone.
Yeah.
First thing that this is first thing.
Exactly.
Second thing is that the pressure. Pressure actually stimulate your brain to think differently and do something outside.
Yes.
Same thing is
Right.
also important for learning any skill. If you're learning any skill and your brain is not getting stimulated,
Yes.
your brain is not just coming out from his comfort zone, so you will not able to learn that skills better.
I,
It's very important. Stimulate your brain.
yes.
And I am telling you that the once I always teach my one students, every student who is coming,
Yeah.
one story of the founder of the Oyo Hotel. He is the world youngest billionaire.
Okay.
He is the world youngest billionaire. And as the age of 26, he has made 100 crore dollars.
Right.
Amazing,
Wow.
extraordinary successful.
Yeah.
And if you will let us go to his story,
Hmm.
he was kicked out from his apartment
Hmm.
with the 50 cents in his bank account. 50 cents.
I see. Wow.
And then within 5 years, he became the world youngest billionaire.
Hmm.
5 years. next 5 years. And he has given job of the 3.5 lakh people,
That's
3 lakh 50
amazing.
million people job,
Yes.
and world youngest billionaire.
Yeah.
Amazing. How
Mm.
he is able to do it.
That's
How?
absolutely incredible. Yeah.
And
So,
firstly, that the most important thing is that you need to understand the 3 to 4 key ideas. Firstly, that you need to come out from comfort zone.
mhm.
Second thing, that how you can create a network.
Yes.
All successful people have one thing common. They are able to create network.
Right. Yes.
Network. You need to create network.
Yes.
Apple, Google, or any company, they
Yeah.
have network. So he is able to create the network of the hotels, hotel chains he has created.
Yes.
And he has ideas. He has used the power of internet. Use the power of internet.
Yeah.
If you're able to use the power of internet, and
Yeah.
you're able to use the power of community,
Exactly. Yes.
internet. So you also do miracle. The problem is that the people are overly egoistic. They are
Yeah.
feeling that, okay, why I should connect with this boy, this man? Why I
Yes.
have my work, I have my own job. It's better to watch watch TV, better to watch IPL cricket match or something. That
Yes.
is
Right.
making into safety zone.
Yes.
Yes,
So sometimes we have to think outside the box. So be
yes,
creative.
this is
Yes. And use all the resources that we have. And have ambition. I think that's really important
yes.
as
Ambition is
well.
very important. Yes.
Yeah. Because
You be
sometimes as people, we feel content with what we have and we don't want to push ourselves to do anything else. We feel
yes,
that,
yes,
life is going well, life is smooth. And so it seems like a challenge to try new things. But I think it's really important to explore new horizons, isn't it? Try.
yes. It's
Yeah,
very
because there's so much to do in the world that we can enjoy. So that's really important. Yes, that's great. How do you think students should cope with pressure? So, there's
yes,
academic pressure, there's pressure from home to achieve well. How do they
yes.
cope
So
with
the
that?
biggest thing that the two things is very important. That's recognizing,
Mhm.
recognize something and be overly prepared. And if you will follow these two words
Yes.
religiously, I am telling you, you can
Mhm.
outsmart everybody.
Okay.
Recognize what the pressure can come. What you
Yeah.
need to recognize. Why should be able to get more marks than others? Why?
Right.
He's not more intelligent. No,
Mhm.
he's able to recognize the important question, and he is overly prepared.
Yes.
He ready, overly prepared.
Okay.
Why a YouTuber is able to make more views, able to make more money than others? Why?
Mhm.
He's not more intelligent than you know.
Yes.
He's able to recognize what people are actually looking for.
Yes.
What is the audience looking for? If you are very intelligent and everything is speaking, but
Right.
actually I am not looking for that, then
Yes.
I will not
Exactly.
watch the
Yeah.
video. So this is very important that you need to recognize what actually your audience is looking for. The same
Mhm.
thing students,
Yes.
he need to recognize, and for that he must be overly prepared.
Right.
Overly prepared for
Yes.
that. If you will be overly prepared, everything is all about the life is the preparation.
Mm-hmm.
Why a country is able to handle the COVID-19 situation better than others? Why?
Yes.
Because he was better prepared for
Right.
that.
Okay. Sometimes we have to plan ahead, think ahead.
Yes.
Yes, I totally agree. Yeah. So you have some really good ideas and very good, methods of teaching as well. So that's fantastic. So I
Okay,
think we
thank you
could
so much.
we could end here. Yeah. So
Sure.
yeah, it was lovely to talk to you. Very nice to meet you.
Yes, yes,
Thank you for sharing
yes.
your
I would like to
wisdom.
join one more session with you for my
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and your wisdom.
Okay, welcome.
Yes,
Okay,
and I wish you all the best.
okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so I will.